Whoa, slow down, Watch!
6-year-old Benny Alden cried as he held tight to his dog's leash.
I can't run that fast.
Benny's 8-year-old sister Violet laughed.
I don't think Watch can slow down, Benny. He's too excited.
That's because he knows we're going to the dog park, 12-year-old Jessie said. It looked like the girls were right. Watch's tongue lolled to the side of his mouth as he led the children up the hill. If dogs could smile, Watch was definitely smiling. But poor Benny could hardly keep up with him. 14-year-old Henry trotted up alongside his younger brother. A frisbee dangled from one hand. Do you want me to take Watch for you, Benny?
No,
Benny said, huffing and puffing. He gripped the leash so tight his knuckles were turning white.
I've got him.
Are you sure? Jessie asked, as she and Violet ran up behind Henry.
Yes,
Benny said.
We're almost there.
They could hear dogs yipping and barking in the distance. A few minutes later, the Aldens entered a large fenced-in area that was bordered by woods. A sign on the fence read, "Welcome to Greenfield Dog Park."
Sit, Watch,
Benny commanded. Watch let out a little whimper. He clearly wanted to run and play with the other dogs, but he sat right there on the path. His tail swished the dirt from side to side. Watch had been with the Aldens since their days of living in the boxcar. Their parents had just died, and the children were supposed to go and live with their grandfather, James Alden. But they didn't know him. They were afraid he'd be mean. So they ran away and lived in an abandoned boxcar in the woods. Watch joined them soon after. Eventually, their grandfather found the children in the woods and took them to live with him. He let Watch come too. The children found out grandfather wasn't mean at all. In fact, he was so nice that he even had the boxcar moved to his backyard so they could play in it any time they wanted to. Benny unsnapped Watch's leash, then put it in his pocket.
Okay, boy,
he said cheerfully.
You're free.
That was all Watch needed. He dashed off toward a tall white poodle.
Hey, that poodle looks a lot like Chester,
Violet said, shading her eyes. Chester was a dog that belonged to their grandfather's longtime friend, Cal Edwards. Cal ran the Greenfield Nature Center, which was located on the other side of the woods. He was also the person grandfather called when he needed help fixing something. I think that is Chester, Henry said, as he watched the poodle and Watch nuzzle noses.
If Chester's here, then Cal must be here too, Jessie said.
There he is! Benny pointed at a man who was just walking from behind a tree. He carried a large black garbage bag in one hand and a small red ball in the other. Henry waved to him. Hello, Cal, he called. The children hurried toward him. Cal smiled. Well, hello there, he called back. When I saw Watch, I figured you kids and James had to be here too.
Grandfather's not here, Violet said. He had a meeting this afternoon.
Ah, that's too bad, Cal said. It's a beautiful day for the dog park.
Yes, it is,
Jessie agreed. The others nodded. Chester nuzzled the ball in Cal's hand, and Cal threw it as far as he could. Both Chester and Watch bolted after it. It's nice that your job is so close that you can come to the dog park with Chester, Henry said. It sure is, said Cal. We just cut through those woods over there. Takes us only a few minutes.
You must pick up lots of garbage on your way,
Benny said. What makes you say that, Benny? Cal asked with surprise.
Because you have such a big garbage bag,
Benny replied. All this? Cal said, lifting the big black bag. This isn't garbage. It's... But before Cal could explain what was in the bag, his cell phone rang. Excuse me, he said. He reached into his front pocket and pulled out his phone. He flipped it open and put it to his ear. Hello? Yes, this is Cal. A look of concern flashed across his face. Just a minute, please.